decided to make a pot of chili, and I got to thinking, chili is something that a lot of people don't make, only on a special occasion, because it takes so long. And then there are people that don't make it because they think that it's complicated and that it takes all day. But sometimes it's okay to do a fast version. And as the simple chef, for me, everything is fast because I don't want things to take forever. So I thought I would come and share with you my simple, fast chili recipe. From the time that I make it to let it simmer, it's ready in under an hour. So here we go, let's get cooking. So I have my 5 1/4 stock pot, and I love this size because I can get everything in here without making a hot mess and having it boil over. And of course it has an awesome lid that sits on it, so the 5 1/4 is a great size. This piece is dishwasher safe, and it's metal safe, and it has a lifetime guarantee, which is nice. We're gonna add in, I've already put in here a can of Armour chili, okay? I do the no beans because I also add a can of Brooks chili beans. I choose to do the mild. We don't do a lot of spicy in my house. And then we're gonna also do a can of stewed tomatoes. So we're just gonna grab our can opener and open these up. Now, when I use this can opener, I don't just twist, I pull and twist because that way it's just easier on both of my arms. So if I look weird, that's why. So once I go all the way around, I'm just gonna reverse it and I'm gonna open it up. Pull the lid off with those little pinchers. The lid is smooth and safe, and the can is smooth and safe, so pretty awesome. Now, I can't put these into the chili whole because my husband will have heart failure because he doesn't like chunky tomatoes. So what I like to do is grab my manual food processor, and I like to just dump them in here, and then I process them down real nice and small, and then I put them in there, and it just adds more of that tomato base and a thicker consistency without having chunks. So we're just gonna chop these up, pump away here. I love it because this lets me keep it as bigger and small as I want to. If you don't have this manual food processor, you could do like, take a pair of kitchen shears and cut in the can to kind of break them down really good. You know, so you can kind of do different things, but this little guy makes it so much easier. So we're just gonna drain, or we're gonna wipe off the lid there. The cup and the blades are dishwasher safe. The lid is not because that's got all the moving parts in it. So we've got all of these nice chopped up tomatoes that are nice and chunky. And so we're just gonna put this into our chili. And then this will go in the dishwasher along with the blades. And then I will hand wash this with a little soapy water. Now, my ground beef just got done, so let me grab that. So a trick when I do ground beef or sausage, if I'm doing like a cheese dip, chili, spaghetti, anything where I'm adding that meat in as an ingredient, I will brown it in my micro cooker in the microwave, and it is so quick and simple. And so I have 1.5 pounds of ground chuck in here. And of course, I've been using my mix and chop. I put it in for 1 minute, and then I chopped it up a little bit, and then I put it back in for 3 minutes, came out, chopped it up, and then it just came out from another 3 minutes. Hush, sorry, dogs are barking. Neighbors are riding around in my backyard in a golf cart. I wouldn't know why. So here is the ground beef. It's no different than doing it on the stove, but I don't have a dirty skillet. I don't have a dirty stovetop. And guess what? This serves as my colander. So I'm just gonna grab my stewed tomato can, and I'm just gonna hold that over here, and it's gonna drain all of the fat out of my ground beef. And yes, the micro cooker is dishwasher safe. So I just did ground beef, and now I'm gonna throw this in the dishwasher. So just another little quick tip. When you need crumbled ground beef or sausage, don't automatically go for a skillet. Go for something like this. It just makes it quick and easy, okay? So we'll kind of let this drain for just a second. Now, when I seasoned the ground beef, I used obviously salt and pepper, but I also put in one of my favorite rubs that I use a lot, which is our 3 onion. My husband also has a huge aversion to onions, so it is very hard for me to cook with like real onion. So I use the 3 onion rub because I get the onion flavor and it still has some flakes, some nice sized flakes, but it is not a real onion, so he can't tell. So it's kind of a compromise for the two of us. All right, so I think we got everything out of there. And then I also went ahead and put a little bit of chili powder on my beef as well, just so that I could add a little bit of flavor. But there you go. You got all that nice crumbled ground beef ready to go. So we're just gonna pour this into the pot. Now, this 1.5 pounds is in the 2-quart micro cooker. And if you're just doing 1 pound, you can get away with using the 1 quart. And you probably could get away using the 1 quart to do 1.5 pounds, but it's just a little tighter and a little bit messier. So if you can use your bigger one, that's gonna always be better. But I also love those for, I do baked potatoes and steamed vegetables. I heat up any and all leftovers. Every time I eat chili over the next several days, it will be heated up in micro cookers and it will taste like it just came out of the oven. So, or out of the pot. So we're not baking the chili. All right, so we got that in there. Now, we're gonna set that aside. Scared myself with that. Now, the other thing that I add in for simplicity is I add in some vegetable juice. And so I have a big bottle of V8. What I have found, because I know I'm gonna make chili all winter long, is it's cheaper to buy a big bottle and then I just split it up. I will pour this into 24-ounce portions into storage containers and I'll just stick it in the freezer and freeze it. And when I go to make chili, I just set it out. And by the time I'm ready to make the chili, it just pours right in. And even if it's frozen, I just dump it in the pot and it melts, you know, very, very quickly. So, jar opener to open this jar, or this lid, because sometimes these lids are hard to open with your hands. So we got that. And you know what I want to do? I want to shake it up. I like to shake it and that gives it a nice mix so you're not getting just a real watery settled. It looks better that way. All right, so we're gonna do 24 ounces. So this is the 2 cup measure all cup. So this is 16 ounces. So we're gonna do 16, and then we're gonna do 8 more, which is another cup. So basically it's 3 cups, okay? So we've got 3 cups of our V8 juice, and I'll separate that and freeze it later. We're gonna add in some salt and pepper. And yes, I'm still using Pampered Chef's Himalayan salt. I love our Himalayan salt. It has such a good flavor. Honestly, that pepper is our peppercorn that we discontinued. When I found out we were discontinuing it, I bought like 8 bottles. So, because I was so sad that it was going away because I love our peppercorn. So we're gonna do a little more 3 onion rub just to add a little bit more flavor. And we're gonna do some more chili powder. And this is where you can really add the heat if you want to. And you can add other things, you know, if you wanna add jalapeno or, you know, just any kind of peppers, you can do that at this point. It's perfect. Now, the last thing that I do is I do like to add a little bit of water, and I just kind of add it based on what I think I want it to look like. So I'm just gonna add there, I added about a cup of water. And I'll let this simmer, and if I decide that I need more, I will go in and I will add some more. So this is my pot of chili. It's ready to go. Very simple, but still gonna have a lot of good flavor and perfect for a busy weeknight, because now I'm gonna sit it on the stovetop and let it do its thing. I'll let it simmer for probably about 40 minutes just because I have time and I'm not in a hurry. And then I'll go ahead and add some spaghetti noodles, because where I'm from, we put noodles in our chili. And so I'll add some spaghetti noodles and let it cook for another probably 20 minutes or so. And then it will literally be done. So, very simple. I just put the pot in the refrigerator, and each time that we want to heat up some, we just pull out a micro cooker, put it into a micro cooker, and heat it up in the microwave. And if I'm eating lunch by myself or I'm home alone, I'm gonna eat it right out of the micro cooker, because then that's one less dish that I have to dirty. So anyway, don't think that you have to have everything be big and complicated. Sometimes it's okay to make simple. And simple isn't always gonna be the one that wins the chili contest, but if it's a good meal for you and your family and you enjoy it, then it's okay if it's the simple version sometimes. So anyway, that is my simple chili. So hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.